Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and happy new year. Let's hope 2021 is a better year. So the reason I'm making this video is it was highly requested and I totally get why. I feel like I need this video for myself, and it's all about pressing reset. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people struggled during lockdown with eating and drinking, and then obviously we've had Christmas and New Year and everything has been so strange this year. It's been completely different, and you know, during a pandemic we've never experienced anything like this before. So if you have found it challenging in terms of eating and drinking, don't worry about it. And first of all, I don't want anyone feeling guilty if they feel like they've eaten a bit too much over Christmas. So what? You know, if you're gonna turn a new leaf, shall we say, or if you're gonna make 2021 your year, the first thing you need to do is let go of any guilt when it comes to food or drink, okay? So this is gonna be more about mindset tips, I suppose, more than actual practical tips. I will chuck some practical tips in, but for me, if you want long-term success when it comes to being healthy, feeling fitter, feeling stronger, you know, essentially potentially living longer and so on, then it is about what's up here just as much as what goes in here. So let's think about this a bit different this year, okay? What do you normally do when you set a goal? Do you normally set a goal as a number or a dress size? Or do you think, right, you know, I want to be a certain weight for a certain period in my life? I've kind of switched my way of thinking recently. I haven't got a problem with having numerical goals. I think it is important to have goals and that they're time framed and all of that. However, I'm going to just get you to switch your mindset a little bit, and I want you to think more about next year or this year, if you're watching this in the new year, how do you want to feel? So if I said to you, right, you've got 3 words that I'm going to give you that describes how you want to feel in 2021, what would they be? Okay, so grab a piece of paper and write them down. So do you want to feel happy? Do you want to feel energized? Do you want to feel motivated? Do you want to feel inspired? Do you want to feel, I don't know. How do you want to feel? Do you want to feel fit, healthy? What? I don't know. It's going to be really, really personal to you. So how do you want to feel? Then what's it going to take for you to feel that way? So think about, right, this is what I want to feel, but what are my intentions going to be? How do I intend on getting there? So start thinking about the things that you need to be changing. Once you've decided on that, you do have to action it, okay? There's no such thing as a magic wand. Nobody's going to be able to get you fit and healthy, only you. Other people can inspire you and other people can support you along the way, but ultimately the commitment needs to come from you. So what are your actions going to be? Now, again, the key here is not to overwhelm yourself with hundreds and hundreds of different things that you're going to do different, because it just won't happen. So what are the key things that you need to change in your day-to-day life to make sure that your intentions are ticked off and you start feeling how you want to feel? So think about your day-to-day habits, because most changes lie in consistency. So changing something might be minor that you do every single day. So what might that look like? So think about what your day looks like now, and think about what things are potentially taking you away from how you want to feel. Then think, right, okay, so what do I need to do different to feel happy, to feel strong, to feel energized? What needs to change in those day-to-day habits of mine? Now, once you've decided on that, it's all about commitment. So every single year when I was an area manager, or we called it team developer, or when I was a consultant at Slim & World, we would go in after Christmas and we'd do a big new member talk. So we'd talk to all of our members about the plan again, and we'd remind them how it works. And then we would talk about what's different about the company that I used to work for versus, you know, other companies, which is Slim & World, as most of you know. And then we would do one of our own kind of like hand on heart commitment talks. These are not something you can rehearse. These are not something that should be practiced. They're just kind of like genuine things that just, you know, come from you speaking from your heart. So I'm going to kind of talk to you a little bit about commitment. So I'm here to help people as much as I possibly can. I get huge pleasure out of helping people. And for me, it's something I'm very passionate about. Obviously the boys are my priority now, and they have been since they were born. Well, they have been since I was pregnant actually. But you know, my members and people that I used to have were still so important to me. So I would do everything I could to help them, to support them, inspire them, etc. But ultimately, the only person that's going to be making decisions about what you eat and drink, how you move your body more, is going to be you. This year, I want you to think, right, that's it. I'm making a decision, and the decision is ... And then I want you to follow through with that. So you are deciding that you are categorically going to carry out these actions, okay? And they all should be leading you back to how you want to feel. Now I want you to think about your calendar. So you know you have these like family calendars, or you might use a planner. So for example, there's Princess Planning, who I think is fantastic. There's lots of other journals and things that you can use. So say you've got like a family planner, you've got your own diary on your mobile phone, you've got your own calendar, whatever. I want you to start thinking about those intentions and those actions and actually diary them in, or set a reminder on your phone every day to go off, right, this is what I'm having for breakfast, or I'm not gonna demolish the Nutella jar today. Go and buy something else that will satisfy my sweet cravings. Or right, alarm goes off, straight to the gym. You know, what changes are you going to put in your calendars or in your diary, like you would a doctor's appointment, like you would a hair appointment, like you would for anything like that, okay? Like a special event, whatever. Think about how you can use your time efficiently and actually make a commitment by sticking it in your diary or your calendar or your journal. I find that that makes a huge difference. And then this year, rather than like punishing yourself and thinking, oh, now I've got to go on a strict diet, I've got to lose all this weight I've gained this year, and blah, that just creates vicious circles, and that is not something you can sustain long term. So diets long term, they just don't work, okay? They just don't. It's about changing your lifestyle and about eating healthy and changing your attitude towards weight loss. I don't go to the gym and I don't eat healthy to be thin. Okay, that is not what I do it for. I do it because I want to feel fit, I want to feel healthy, I want to feel strong. Yes, I like to be a certain size, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, but my happiness isn't attached to that size. You know, my happiness I get from loads of other things in my life. I take control of going to the gym. So I like to go to the gym and I like to eat healthy just because it makes me feel better. You know, if I feel good, it's normally because I've been eating good and I've been working out. If I feel a bit rubbish, it's normally because I've been eating rubbish and I haven't been working out. So for my mental health and for my overall physical health, I move my body more and I try and fill it with healthy things. That's simple. A result of that is that yes, I might be more toned and I might be slimmer, or I might get into a different size in clothing. That's not the be all and end all, okay? So also you might want to shift your mindset about it being about that, about health and about being strong and being fit and being healthy, not about what you look like. I think when we focus too much on a certain weight or what we want to look like, it can feel like an uphill battle, and it's probably because deep down you might know that that won't necessarily make you happy. There might be other things that you need to work on before that to actually make you truly happy. I also want you to think about your environments that you're in. So are they draining you or are they boosting you? Are they making you feel more positive or are they making you feel more negative? And to be honest, this also applies to people, or it applies to how you choose to spend your spare time. So thinking about whether you're scrolling through social media or whether you're reading magazines or whether you're listening to podcasts or whatever. Are your environments and the things that you're choosing to do with your time uplifting you or bringing you down? So I'm just going to leave you to think about that. I think it's also really important not to put too much pressure on yourself and to make sure that you do it in a way that you enjoy the process. So whether that's Slimming World, whether it's Weight Watchers, whether it's getting a PT, whether it's doing the Ben Mackey program like what I did, whether you've got Mark Wright, the body coach, whatever thing you decide to do to make you feel more how you want to feel, you need to enjoy it. You need to think, actually, this is something now that I can't imagine not doing. So it becomes intrinsic, just like brushing your teeth every day. It just becomes a habit. Not so good habits are extremely easy to form. I have formed quite a few during lockdown and during the tears. You know, it gets to a certain time and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna have this, or oh, it's that time again now, I'm just gonna have this. And you know, they're so easy, aren't they, to form. They're not that easy to break. However, it is 100% possible. You know, whatever you want to achieve, you can achieve it, but you have to believe that you can. So when I was a consultant, or indeed when I was a member, you very often hear people dismiss themselves. You have people sat in group and they're thinking, oh yeah, she can do that, but I can't. Who says? Who says you can't? Why can't you? You know, the only person normally that's holding you back from whatever you want to achieve is yourself, okay? So how about this year you don't stand in your own way, you don't self-sabotage, and you just be dead kind to yourself. So never speak to yourself in a way that puts you down, that makes you feel rubbish. Try and turn those thoughts around and turn them into positive thoughts. Think, right, would I say that to my best friend? No, I wouldn't. So why am I saying it to myself? And just really try and take control of any negative thoughts. Trust me, this will have a huge impact on how successful you are towards reaching those goals. So all the normal practical tips, like doing a food diary, you know, thinking about what might stop you. If anything was going to stop you, what would it be? How can you protect yourself from those self-sabotage techniques? You might want to do a for and against list. You might want to do an SAS log. You know, there's all these different tools and things, a personal eating plan, you know, there's calorie counting, whatever it is you want to do. You need to think, right, this is it. This is the process for me, and actually just go for it. Just go for it. If this year has taught us anything, is that nothing is guaranteed in life, okay? There's no point putting things off for next year, the next year, or thinking, right, I'll start that tomorrow. You know, things can change like that, literally like that. The whole world has changed. So instead of procrastinating, instead of putting things off, just go for it. So I really hope that's helped. It's only just a really short, quick pep talk, just to think, right, I am now pressing reset, okay? And reset does not mean going on some crazy fad strict diet. Reset is more about resetting this, okay? So let me know if that's helped you. Let me know if you've got any tips that you would like to share down below. And I look forward to hearing how you've all achieved your goals this year. Take care, guys. See you soon.